So Martin is getting his jack underneath my car. I have a jack somewhere in this car, but certainly have never used it in a year, and was kind of embarrassed yesterday to realize I've never had a spare tire. I don't even know where it would be. In my old Ford Econoline, there was a housing for it on the back of the truck. There's not that here. It certainly would not fit under the bed. And there's hydraulics under the bed for what is supposed to be an automatic bed. I've never seen any signs that after 23 years that works. So the plan at this point, we had a terrific meeting with two of the security guards. One got his supervisor involved, and I shared my little bit of English, and then Martin ably took over and ran the conversation in Spanish, and I chimed in once in a while, basically to make sure they understood that this is our casa. Viven en el coche y necesitamos to get at the car. We need it not to be towed somewhere where we can't have access to it, because no tengo dinero por el hotel antes de abril 4. Till April 3 is when I get my check. And I probably will stay one more night in the hotel out of gratitude to those people, and to kind of get our stuff together and take a shower. And then I do want to go back to the mountains. Absolutely do want to go back to those magic mountains, which you cannot see over the mall, but you can see if you look that way, they encircle the city. And I keep saying this is like Jackson Hole, Wyoming. This is the jumping off point to a spectacular mountain range, which at its highest goes up to 12,000 feet. Twice as high as any of the fabulous Appalachian mountains that I love so much. Now, it's not clear that at this northeastern end of that range, this range that's called, I keep wanting to say it's the Sierra Madre East or Pequeño, the sister range to the big Sierras that run along the Pacific coast. But I still, so much of the time I haven't had access to the internet, or I've been busy doing other stuff. So I've never double checked what actually is even the name of this mountain range. But we are in Tamaulipas State at the Grand Supermarket, and in that mall there's Foley Muebles furniture and an Applebee's, yeah, and a Burger King at the end where we've patronized a lot. So it's so spectacular that we have access to mountains, because I left the mountains just about 2 years ago now and have missed them terribly, and was mostly my target is the beach, and I have friends in Cozumel and want to explore that whole end of the Yucatan. But magic, you stay away from the puppies. Martin has 2 chihuahuas in his vehicle. Good. Oh, you got in the shade. Good. I will not be comfortable laying down in the shade, so I'm kind of stuck here in the sun for a minute. Maybe I'll go in the shade over there, but Magic's got to be able to see me. Yeah, so a night in the hotel, get back in those spectacular mountains. That was just one little road, which my car, I don't know how much my car, the guy at the gate when we were leaving said he thinks, he knows the place. It goes 10 miles, and we went max 2 miles. But I don't know how much this car can make. And we're going to end up with a used tire on there. Can't afford a new one. And so I don't know what all is going to be possible in terms of negotiating those terrible roads. But I think there might be a more main road that goes up in those mountains, and I just irresistibly drawn to stick around and see. Let's see what happens here. It's what gets me in so much trouble, but makes life so interesting. Hey, take it easy over there. Even here in Victoria, people beep when they don't need to beep if someone doesn't move fast enough. And when we were out there trying to push the car last night, a guy came ripping along the side of us, impatient at having to slow down. And he probably came by us at 30 or 40 miles an hour. And I screamed at him too fast, which he probably did not understand. And somebody has to teach me how to say asshole in Spanish or some equivalent insult, because you need that in your hip pocket for situations like that. Buster Brown, they won't understand Buster Brown. They won't say, come on over here, Jack, let me talk to you. They won't understand that. I need them to understand, short and sweet, that you just fucked up, Jack, and don't do it again. You know? Even in a foreign country, you need those solid boundaries, and you need to know how to set somebody straight. Meanwhile, Martine is spectacular, and everybody else is being great, and it looks like he's getting ready to talk, and I'll get off the line here.